welcome back to another Build-A-Fig Friday with me, your host of that Metro Mania. And today we have DeGaotoys. It's like a leather suiting for Terminator from Terminator Genysis. So we have some clothing for him. We have some extra clothing that I had to purchase separately. We got a body and we got some head sculpts. So why don't we put together an Arnold figure here and have the time of our life doing it. Inside here, I've already taken them out. We've got this genuine leather jacket, which does look quite nice here. It is what he wears in the movie. At the beginning, at least, he's got a different jacket later on. It's got a nice brown hood there. Overall, looks pretty good. Nice pair of dog-haired cargo pants. And a generic, like, cut sleeve t-shirt so that you could easily get that on. So not too bad overall. Those are nothing. We do have some extra stuff. We've got a TB League body, which I will put in the description below. This is the Arnold specific one. I got it specifically because it had Arnold on the picture. It does have an ass on it. So we do got a nice body. I got this pair of boots here because it was the first pair I saw in 1/6 kit, and I feel like I should have gotten black boots, but you know, I got what I got. And then if you look through the head sculpts on 1/6 kit, you can also find this lovely Arnold sculpt from Terminator Genysis. This is him when he is slightly younger in the movie. I did get the battle damaged version because I got two of these, so it felt weird to get two battle damaged versions, or two regular versions and then no battle damage version. So I got the battle damage version of that, and then I got the old guy version as well. Obviously, I mean, the sculpts look really nicely. You could definitely see that it is slightly older Arnold. This sculpt never wears the outfit that we have together, so he'll never put it on, but I'll show you what it looks like a little bit later. But we will be using this guy, who does look like a pretty decent Arnold for the price. But let's get our things together and put this guy together, shall we then? So we've got our body here, which we're going to fold those arms up as high as possible. So we got to get this t-shirt on. So let's hope for the best here. I struggled because I made sure that the clothing fit. So I did struggle a lot the first time. Hopefully I struggle a lot less the second time here. So this body is a nice Bison body. It's got a steel skeleton inside, so he can really hold some poses. He is extremely muscular. Arnold at this point, I would definitely not as muscular, but you know what? I don't want to take away from the Terminator, because the Terminator is, you know, big, scary murder machine. So I feel like it's only fair to give him his muscles back, just this slightly. We can fold his arms back here. You'll never see the body, really. So it feels like I don't really need a seamless body. You could probably just get a muscular, regular sculpted body. But I've never bought one of these before, like a man's body. I bought a female body for a different figure. But I thought, you know, might as well, when in Rome. You just take the arms, slide those through. Easy as cake and pie and ice cream and other yummy, delicious desserts that you might feast your eyes on at some point in your life. Since we've got the jacket on, nice and cozy, we can kind of, just to make sure the jacket stays in place, you could take these sleeves and roll them up and pop your hands on if you can get them. Like I said, you can see that steel frame right there. Let's see if I can get this hand on without looking like an idiot. There we go. That way you can kind of judge what needs to be adjusted. Uh-oh. We've got a rip. Oh boy. Oh, future me is gonna hate past me. Hold on, pause. All right, back to it. I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm an extreme optimist. So even though I may have accidentally just torn this, it's the Terminator. So I could just pull the old, not obsolete kind of thing going on here. And I mean, if you have your arm like that, you'd probably never notice anyway. But he does still have his lower half hanging out. So this is easy. There's a Velcro on these pants here. Just take those, pop them. And you just want to slide them down like you're a parent putting your kid's pants on. It is a little hard because the body, you know, is made of material that is a little weird to be putting clothing on. But it is a lot easier to do this than it was to get that shirt on. However, he does have some massive cheeks, so it is kind of hard to get the pants over those. You just gonna want to pull not too hard, because that's how you rip jackets, as we learned. But once they get to a certain point, they kind of stop fighting, and then they look somewhat normal. From there, you want to pull it up just a little bit more, and then you can Velcro those back together, pull that shirt down, and I mean, bada bing, bada boom. That's how you put the normal clothes on. You take your Sculpt, which doesn't really have a connector piece, you pop that on there. It's a little loose because there's no connector piece that properly fits on it yet, but you've got progress. Then you want to take these boots, which I've already put the feet into on accident. They kind of slide open, and you're supposed to just slide the leg and the foot through. But I accidentally didn't take the feet back out when I made sure that the feet went on. So for me, all I'll have to do is take the boot and slide it on his leg like so and connect back to the feet. Then you just want to make sure the boot kind of gets under the pants. You want to make sure the boot gets back under the pants here. I'll cut these strings later because they are really annoying. And then we do the same for the other side. If you've done what I've done, like I said, normally you would just take the whole foot and you'd slide it in like you're actually putting on a pair of shoes. But since I've already pre-done it, you just got to slide the foot on. And then, like I said, you really don't need to tie the shoes. So you can just cut these laces if you have a pair of scissors, because they are just going to sit there like that forever. Or you could tie them. It's completely up to you. But that's how you put that together. So why don't we move on and actually have them all together and see how that goes overall. You know, now that I think about it, I could technically, if I wanted to cut the whole arm off, I technically could. I'm not going to, but I could cut the exoskeleton out and maybe have like the endo, like when he's holding that the weird T1000 in the movie out, and it, like, you know, melts all of his flesh off. That'd be an interesting one. That's just, you know, food for thought. Back to your regularly scheduled program though. And now that we've got them all together, we do have a really, you know, lovely Arnold here. I am quite happy with kind of how this has turned out. He's a little big, but I did get a really big body. There is some, you know, finicking work to do. I gotta kind of make the neck look a little bit more or less weird, but the hood does kind of cover that up. And I feel like his head just sits a little too much down, but that's easy to fix because you can easily just put something in there. But it's not too bad. He does look really, really nice. The Sculpt, I mean, for I've no clue where this Sculpt came from other than 1/6 kit. Does look really nice. Let's move in a little bit closer here. Obviously, he's got that Arnold glare. He doesn't really wear the glasses in this movie, but you can tell he's got that like squint to him since he stopped wearing the glasses. I think that's probably why he wore it, because he squints so much now. But you can see here with the battle damaged version, you can get you know, that battle damage look, and we do have the regular version, which actually does have the proper thing in there. So it sits considerably higher, which kind of looks way more weird per se. So we'll have to figure that out. But it does also look quite nice. However, the old man never actually wears the leather jacket here, so it doesn't quite do exactly what it needs to, because he wears more of like a regular jacket when he's got old man look. So we do have the slightly younger T800 from Terminator Genysis here to make us happy. And the jacket has turned out quite lovely. I am quite happy with the way everything has come together. Like I said, the body is a little big, but, you know, all in all, not too shabby. And it does, you know, does suit him quite well. Did get the pants to sit on quite nice. The boots, I'm not quite sure how I feel about them, because they do stand out as a color. I think I might try to find some black boots, but those were the first boots I found. But all in all, I mean, put a gun in his hands and you could definitely tell that that is a Terminator. And I am happy to, you know, I'm happy to have him on the shelf, or I will be happy to add him to the shelf, especially with all that Terminator goodness coming out here in the near future. Anyway, why don't we wrap up this Build-A-Fig Friday? This very, very lovely Build-A-Fig Friday. I love this guy. This guy is awesome. It's making me very happy. So, you know, all in all, for the body being probably the most expensive part here, actually the outfit is probably the same price as the body. You're getting a figure, $30 head, I believe, it's $80 clothes, $80 body, and what was it, $20 shoes, so 20, 80, 86. So, I mean, you're still paying a full figure price, but it is a lot of fun to put these things together. You don't have to get the body I got. Obviously, I chose it because I wanted to give Arnold that respect, because he did work hard to get big, mean, lean, and not so green. And it does come together quite nicely. The jacket does kind of fold up here in the back, which I will have to fix. No, you know, but you know, once he's on the shelf kind of thing. I don't even know where to put these Terminator guys. If I didn't know where to put Breaking Bad guys, I definitely sure as hell don't know where to put Terminator guys. I mean, I got the T800, the battle damage version. On pre-order, I got the T1000, and then I've got all those present toys ones just to say I have them. So we're gonna have a nice Terminator collection, and then I got to figure out what to do with the old guy head sculpt, because I don't have an outfit set for that quite yet. But we'll figure that out as we go. But anyway, definitely enjoyed putting this one together. Wasn't too hard. Didn't take very long, but it was a fun little venture nonetheless. And I got some very phallic 6-sale things out of it, which hopefully I will never have to look at again, because that made me very uncomfortable. If you were looking to put this guy together, I should have everything that I could find on how to put this guy together that is still available there in the description below, and you could do whatever you want with that information. If you want to build this guy, if you want to do something different, you know, that's completely up to you. Obviously, I'm going to try to keep making Terminators because, you know, it's Arnold. I wish I could get my hands on the Dark Fate 6-scale Terminator just to say I have another Arnold, but I wasn't really hyper-focused on Terminator at the time, and I kind of let it slip by me, so I missed out on a chance for another Arnold, but, you know, I'll have plenty at some point, so I'm not too worried. Let me know how you feel about 6-scale Terminator figures, because I know they make me happy, but not everyone's into Terminator. If you're into Terminator, I'm glad you came to check by my my Build-A-Fig Friday here, because this was a fun one to put together, like I said, and I enjoy Build-A-Fig Fridays overall, and, you know, it's just like a little special thing we get to do every now and then. But with that, as always, if you enjoyed this video, please feel free to like and subscribe, because, I mean, the channel's been doing really nicely recently. I love to keep that momentum going, and I've been really enjoying having the opportunity to do a couple more Build-A-Fig Fridays, because these are really fun to do, because it is something a little bit different than the norm, because we actually have to participate in putting some stuff together here, and it just makes it a little bit more, like, I feel like it's, I like the more figure more on a personal level, because we've you know, had that intimate time together to really grow to learn and love each other. And with all of that out of the way, I've been me, and you've been you, and thank you for watching another Build-A-Fig Friday figure review. Hopefully join me next time when we review something maybe new. I will see you then.